Hello, good morning and welcome back to the channel. Steve here from Home Renovation Experts. If you've been following this little series, I am preparing to put down composite decking, including composite joists and all that kind of jazz. So it's going to be lasting for a very long time, this one. But this morning, here we are in a slight quagmire because it did rain quite a bit last night, thunder and lightning. It was very, very frightening. Come on, you knew that was coming. So this is a bit of a mud pit this morning, but that's not too bad because at the end of the day, by the end of the day, this is going to be completely different. So what I'm going to now do is I'm going to get my whacker plate today, which you saw yesterday. That was the sentence I was going for. Whacker plate all this down, double check the levels, and then just kind of drag it where I need to kind of add like sort of dips. Once I've done that, I'll be putting the membrane down. The waterproof membrane and a weed barrier, and then after that it'll be putting the gravel and MOT Type 1 down. So I've got a mate helping me though. I did say yesterday, Ian, big Ian, is coming in. He's strong as an ox. He's handsome. Not as handsome as me though, so you know, I don't want to sort of overclass it, but you'll see him in a bit. So that's my plan. So I'll get my kit out. I'm bloody glad I didn't do the rotavating yesterday though, because when you got damp floor and you're using a rotavator, it clogs, it gets mucky, it's a right arse. So I've got a bit of mud in my shoes, but everything's sheeted up all the way through, so it's not too shabby. But anyway, I should crack on, get prepared and get stuff out. Right, I've now gone over it again with the compactor. So you can just see, I don't know if you can see the difference, but I can see the difference. So you just see like a bit of raking afterwards just to kind of finalise any like little loosey bits. I think basically that's as good as we're going to get now with like moving the soil, compacting the soil, kind of getting the levels as best as we can. It is sort of at the end of the day, it's never going to be perfect. But from this point, we've now got a nice sound base where we can now put down heavy duty weed barrier. So that'll go over obviously the entire site, which will prevent any obviously weeds and plants and stuff growing through it. So I put that down, and then what we'll start doing is start chucking down some pea shingle mixed with MOT Type 1, done and dusted. So I'll get this laid. Ian's not here yet, and we need to go to Wicks to pick up a ton of that stuff anyway. So I'll get this bit down, contemplate life, and then crack on. Right, as it starts to blow away, that is the membrane now down. Look at that. No more mud and crap. I really like that. Well, let's be fair, it wasn't bad yesterday because it was dry. It's just this morning where it rained last night, a bit sodden. What if I've got anything that could like possibly weigh this stuff down? Yeah, well, like 30 bags of pea shingle or 30 bags of MOT. That's before we pick up the next batch. That should weigh it down. Here he is. Ian. He said he didn't want to be on film, so I thought I'd do it quickly. He was not expecting it, then it's all right then. So, me and Ian now, there you go. There's what 30 bags of MOT look like. Look, I cut them split. Gutted, it's just a pain in it, mate. But they're now going down. We'll spread it out, get it even. And then, yeah, but this is kind of going in. I'll do a time lapse of us like carrying it through because that's always fun to watch. But that is it. It's all just a bit of manual labour now on top of the rest of the manual labour. There's much manual labour. There we go. Da, 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 da. 60 bags of MOT down. Ian's now going to use the whacker plate. He's used the petrol ones. He's actually an engineer by trade, so he used to use the big ones. He built the Eurotunnel. Single-handedly, I might add. On his own. That's how like legendary Ian is. Isn't you?
That's true.
He admits it. That's cool. So we're going to compress this now, and then we can have a look at levels. It's not too bad actually. We've given it a quick look over. But once we've done one whacker over it, then we'll get the pea shingle out, and I'll do a fine surface fill across the top. So, yeah, happy days. I'll record this for a minute just so you can see what's what. But I ain't going to talk because it's loud. Right, so there's now 30 bags of pea shingle down, which has done a fine levelling for us. and is looking very, very tasty. So what we're going to do is, talking of tastiness, we're going to go to lunch at Cup of Rosie. If you're in Bracknell, go there. The coffee's amazing, the cakes are incredible, and it's owned by his missus. So they're doing homemade chilli today, so I'm going to go get that with a baked potato. Delicious, and we get staff discount because I've got him with me as well. Is that right?
That's right.
That is right. There we go. See, right. So we'll be back, and we'll compact it down again, and then see where we're at. But basically, that is the sub deck basically done. Right, early afternoon now, or mid-afternoon, should tell a lie. So obviously, that is all now down, compressed, looking nice. And what we're just going to do, just for over-engineering again, a bit of a quick set concrete, and what we're going to do is just like scatter this across the surface, push it with a broom, and that'll just stop any form of movement, you know, because obviously even if it's been compressed, you're still getting movement, so that'll just completely make sure it's hard as nails, ready to go. Plus, future-proof, if the client ever in the future decides to remove the decking, you've got ready for slabs. So if you want to do a patio afterwards, everything is ready and rocking and rolling here. And Ian, because when I was picking it up, looks warm. It's a warm day, isn't it?
It's warm.
It's fucking is warm. Has done this bit here, so we're ready to go with like the sort of 600mm by 1.2 meters wide there, and we're just going to do 2 little shelf bits over there. But that is now the ballast in, all vibrating, whacker plated in. So we're cooking on gas. We cooking on gas?
Cooking on gas.
Yeah, or induction, depends on your particular bent and which one you prefer. But we're getting there, and there we go, done. That's now pushed across, spritz with water. Perfect. We now have the perfect foundation, a perfect base for the composite decking to go onto. A lot of work, a lot of prep, but now that this part is done, the next bit's nice and easy. So always put the effort into the prep work. Don't cut corners, because it will just come back and bite you in the arse. Do it right the first time while you're here, and you ain't gonna go wrong. So yeah, done and dusted. If you like what you see, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. And don't forget to come back once I get the decking ordered on site, because then I shall finish the job, and that'll be an interesting one to watch as well. I'll show you how to cut it, how to plan it, how to do all the bits and pieces you need to do. It's quite straightforward, but it'll be like a good video. So I shall see you soon, guys. Cheers.